Welcome to my channel, The World Coin, the ultimate destination for coin collectors and history lovers. Here, we explore rare coins, old currencies, and hidden treasures from around the world. From ancient coins to modern collectibles, every coin has a story, and we're here to share it with you. Subscribe and join us on this exciting journey through history, value, and beauty, one coin at a time. Here coin top 5 cents. So let's get started. The Canada 5 cents coin of 2006 is a modern circulating nickel that continues Canada's long tradition of small denomination coinage. While on the surface it may appear to be just an everyday coin, the 2006 Canadian nickel is actually part of a fascinating story of design, composition, and heritage. It belongs to the series of 5-cent coins commonly referred to as the Beaver nickel, a design that has become one of the most iconic symbols of Canadian coinage. The Canadian 5-cent coin has a long and evolving history dating back to 1858, when Canada issued its very first decimal coins. The earliest 5-cent pieces were small silver coins, similar to U.S. half dimes, and were often called fish scales because of their tiny size and thinness. By 1922, silver was abandoned for the 5-cent denomination due to the rising cost of silver, and the coin was struck in nickel instead. This marked Canada as one of the first countries to introduce pure nickel coinage, and the 5-cent coin quickly became known as the nickel. The Beaver design, which is still seen today on the 2006 coin, first appeared in 1937 as part of a national coin redesign under King George VI. It was designed by G.E. Kruger-Gray, a British artist, and featured a beaver sitting on a rock in the water. The beaver itself is a symbol of Canada's history, particularly its fur trade, which played a vital role in shaping the country's economy and identity. By the time we reached 2006, the Canadian 5-cent coin had already been minted under several monarchs: Queen Victoria, Edward VII, George V, George VI, and Elizabeth II. The 2006 issue belongs to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who had been Canada's monarch since 1952. The obverse front of the 2006 5-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The effigy used is the fourth portrait of the Queen, designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt, and it was introduced in 2003. This design is notable because, unlike previous effigies, it does not feature a crown. Instead, it shows the Queen with a natural, more modern appearance, symbolizing her long service and approachable dignity. Inscription: Elizabeth II D.G. Regina. D.G. Regina is an abbreviation of the Latin phrase Dei Gratia Regina, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen. This obverse design is still used today on many Canadian coins, making the 2006 nickel part of a significant modern coinage era. The reverse of the coin continues the classic beaver design by G.E. Kruger-Gray. The image depicts a beaver sitting on a rock, gnawing or resting, with water lines beneath the rock. The beaver is one of Canada's national symbols and is strongly connected to Canada's history of exploration and the fur trade. Other inscriptions on the reverse include 5 cents, denomination, Canada, issuing country, 2006, year of issue. A small maple leaf appears near the rim as a national emblem. Mint mark. Some coins may carry the Royal Canadian Mint (RCM) logo, depending on circulation versus collector strikes. Here are the official details of the 2006 Canadian nickel. Value: face 5 cents, 0.05 CAD. Composition: nickel-plated steel. Since 2000, Canada shifted from 100% nickel to plated steel for most circulation coins due to cost efficiency. Weight: 3.95 grams. Diameter: 21.2 millimeters. Thickness: 1.76 millimeters. Edge: smooth, plain. Mint: Royal Canadian Mint. Winnipeg facility for circulation coins, Ottawa for collector issues. The mintage of Canadian 5-cent coins in 2006 was very large, as they were produced for circulation across the country. Total circulation strike mintage: over 250 million pieces. Exact figure varies by source. Proof and collector sets were also issued, struck in higher quality finishes. This makes the 2006 coin quite common in everyday use, but collectors may still be interested in varieties and condition. Mississippi 65+. Although the 2006 nickel is a modern coin, there are a few aspects collectors pay attention to. Since the coin is nickel-plated steel, it is magnetic. However, some earlier test strikes or special issues might exist in pure nickel, which are rarer. Issued in collector sets, with mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Sometimes small differences in minting, such as die cracks, doubling, or repunched dates, can make certain 2006 coins more interesting. The beaver is not just an animal on the coin, it is a key part of Canadian history. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the fur trade was the backbone of Canada's economy, with beaver pelts being the most valuable. The Hudson's Bay Company and other trading enterprises made fortunes from beaver fur, which was used in Europe to make felt hats. By placing the beaver on the 5-cent coin, Canada acknowledges this vital chapter of its heritage. The design has now lasted for more than 85 years, making it one of the most enduring symbols in Canadian numismatics. The 2006 Canada 5-cent coin is considered common in circulation, so most worn examples are only worth their face value of 5 cents CAD. However, collector value increases based on condition and strike type. Circulated coins, 5 cents CAD, face value only. Uncirculated, Mississippi 63 to Mississippi 65, around 25 cents minus $1 CAD. Brilliant uncirculated, mint state minus 66 plus, $2 minus $5 CAD or slightly higher. Proof or special strike coins, from sets $3 minus $10 CAD depending on demand. Coins with errors, such as misstrikes, off-centers, or doubling, could fetch higher prices in the collector market. The 2006 nickel reflects Canada's gradual shift in coin production methods. By this time, the Royal Canadian Mint had moved heavily into plated coinage, steel cores with nickel or copper plating, which was cheaper to produce than solid nickel. This was part of a larger modernization effort that included improved minting technology and higher quality designs. Thus, the 2006 coin is both ordinary, for everyday circulation, and historically important, as part of the new minting era. The Canada 5-cent coin of 2006 is a small but powerful piece of Canadian identity. With its beaver reverse, Susanna Blunt's modern Queen Elizabeth II obverse, nickel-plated steel composition, and mass circulation, it represents both tradition and modernization. For most Canadians, it is simply the nickel they find in their pockets. But for coin collectors, it is a link to Canada's rich monetary history that stretches back to the fur trade, the adoption of decimal coinage, and the artistry of coin design. Although common, the coin holds historical, cultural, and symbolic value far beyond its 5-cent face value. It stands as part of the continuing legacy of the Canadian beaver nickel, a design admired around the world. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.